Le Contrat Social. The biggest thing that holds us all together. The social contract, boys. The thing we all believe in. So we are here and we work with the state because the state provides us protection, and in return, we fund Khalid.
Now, I might be a little bit philosophically illiterate here, but as far as I know, Britain isn't the social contract nation.
Well, it is now, boys.
Right, okay. It's just been laid over the top. Got it.
We have a duty to Khalid, our new god.
Is in the DJ?
No, just... Well, if he wants to join, he can join the...
Callum, I think you're being rather exclusionary here. It's not just Khalid, it's Grandma and Granddad as they go on their expensive cruise.
As he would say, another one.
Walid as well. Omar. Al-Baghdadi can also come. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can see here, of course, that this guy put out this funny tweet, and I liked it. Adding a new branch to Le Contrat Social, where the English taxpayer subsidise Scotland, who then hand it immediately to Africans. And this is the news coming out of the Scottish government that they've additionally put aside, because we're swimming in money, another £2 million to be going towards marginalised communities. And we literally don't define them. Great. You want to...
Is this alongside the minimum income guarantee that they're going to be implementing at some point, where they'll take even more of our money so that they can hand 24 grand a year automatically to randos in Scotland for doing nothing?
Well, we shall see, because this is not the only thing, of course. I'm going to lay out le contrat social, and we can all decide how much this is totally worth it. This is just the beginning point, the drop in the bucket there. And if you wonder where those millions are going, well, we literally have, because he does link them, to Give Directly is who he's giving our cash to.
Hey, folks. Did you know that YouTube has now demonetized our content, making our sponsors and partners more crucial for our survival than ever? That's why we're thrilled to introduce you to Flex Again. In today's world, where the grip of pain is all too common, we face a growing issue. Millions of individuals battle the persistent torment of joint pain every single day. Inflammatory compounds are everywhere, infiltrating the air we breathe and the food on our plates. Mainstream media trivializes these issues, distracting us from what truly matters. But there is hope. With Flex Again, you'll be offered a way out of pain. Flex Again is an innovative joint supplement carefully designed to address the root causes of joint discomfort. Flex Again contains a potent blend of 11 scientifically recognized vitamins, minerals, and natural compounds, all designed to provide you with the ultimate joint relief. A true blessing for those who've experienced the trials of life. To continue supporting us here at Lotus Eaters and bid goodbye to joint pain forever, please choose Flex Again. You can start your Flex Again journey today by clicking the link in the description or using the promo code LOTUS when ordering Flex Again. By supporting Flex Again, you not only help us at the Lotus Eaters, but also secure an exclusive 20% discount on your Flex Again purchase. Embark on the path to a pain-free, flexible future with Flex Again today.
And they send money to people in poverty, no strings attached, Bangladesh, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Kenya, Liberia, Malawi, Mozambique, Morocco, Nigeria, Rwanda, Uganda, and the United States of America. That other African nation.
The impoverished third world of the US.
It's just...
Yeah, Mozambique, Baltimore.
Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, they got free side and then an actual free side as well, which just amazing news. It's great to see that another 2 million of English taxpayers' money should be going to the Scots to give to, well,
so
literally the DJ, baby. I don't know.
So for those unaware, it's true that a lot of English taxpayer money goes straight to Scotland to support their welfare system, correct?
Part of the Barnett formula, yes.
Yes, part of the Barnett formula. So they're taking that money and then immediately giving it to this organisation.
Yes. Who then
so it can go,
Khalid.
so it can be sent to disadvantaged youths in Southside Chicago.
Le contrat social means that you have to go to work today to pay for Khalid. That's all
the
I'm saying.
amount of architecture students that are going to come from this.
Oh, God.
We also have Omar, who also has come to Le Contrat Social. He has learned that it works perfectly. All of it just works, as you can see here. Omar here is enjoying the social contract that we have with him, which is that he turned up here illegally, so we not only pay for that lovely hotel room there, look, it's even got a kettle and a light, and he gets the money, as you can see there.
And they state here that he works on the black market. Rather racist. It's just a market for them.
I don't know why you had to do that, Isabel. Bit mean. Calm down. Go on. Anyway, no, but you can see here, this is his TikTok, where he boasts about being able to exploit the British system, because why would you not?
At least he's culturally assimilated. I mean, he clearly shops alongside the rest of the Dinos that are ready for Love Island.
I mean, that's probably true. And what is he doing now?
I don't know.
Basking, bathing in it.
In his 10 and 20 pound notes there.
Yeah.
He's not even got great rhythm, really, has
He's
he?
cash conducting.
What is this?
I would love if he could buy himself some front teeth while he's at it.
I think that man was having some kind of psychotic, hallucinatory episode right there.
But I'm not going to play it because the music is just awful. He also does, like the Dinos, have awful taste in music. But this is him in
Like
Derby,
you.
as you can see. Never thought.
Thanks.
But this is him, as you can see, celebrating because, well, not only has he got a grand and a bit there, which he's happy to boast about, which of course is enough to buy a flight to Morocco, in case you're wondering. We could send him to never mind.
Zazati.
Or it's
Agadir. Agadir.
Fez.
Marrakesh.
Marrakesh.
Rabat. We'll send it to Rabat. There we are.
Right, as proud Brits, it's not only our pleasure, but our duty to mispronounce foreign places.
Go on, try that one.
Uja.
Anyway, funny names aside for foreign lands, which, brings joy to me, if nothing else.
Uno flight to Uja, lass.
Bro, you can't make fun of foreign words. Well, look, I just paid for that guy to steal my money, so I feel entitled to do a bit of fashion of Johnny Foreigner. But the story in all of this is put in the Mail on Sunday here, which is he is a migrant delivery driver, and because he's claiming asylum in the UK, of course, the deal is that we'll pay for your board, we'll pay for your food, we'll pay for your Wi-Fi, we'll pay for free haircuts. I think they also get free phones, etc. And we'll give you free dental as well, actually. I forgot about that. Oh, I have free healthcare in general.
Something else fun, let's not forget, 73% of Somalis in London, social housing.
We're not even on to them yet. We're just talking about the asylum, guys.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
But we'll pay for all that, and in return, you wait until we figure out if you're legit. And then if you are legit, you can go get a job. And of course, who cares about the rules? That's stupid. So they just break the law and end up going and working, and therefore, of course, pushing down British workers' wages.
But I was told
legally.
the idea that they came over and were Deliveroo drivers within a day was just a conspiracy theory.
And then The Guardian were reporting on all of the illegal delivery drivers that they'd been going along with when they were doing a big report of theirs. But it's a conspiracy theory. Also, I know you're not exactly talking about it. Did you see the other day that somebody was bragging about how actually in London it's still mostly British people in social housing, and he released the public data set for how much people are paying who are on social housing. Do you know how much they're paying for a house or flat or wherever in Kensington that would normally cost you over $2,000 a month? 500 in bloody Kensington.
I want to remove the Home Office physically. Anyway, but the story in this case being that this chap here, as you can see, is quite the extraordinaire. He's actually quite the gentleman. Because the Mail,
man of culture.
Yeah, the Mail went and interviewed him, and it turns out he's an exotic traveler from a far-off land.
That has to be the thumbnail. I'm sorry.
It's just hey boys. He says he works in takeaways and building sites, earning £60 a day. So of course, undercutting British labour there, which he does because, well, literally, I get all of my things paid for, and then I just get money on top.
Yeah, he's got no outgoings.
Yeah,
so
literally zero.
As a proportion of his earnings, it's all disposable,
and it's also tax-free. He added that half the migrants in his hotel are all working illegally, saying plenty of them work in food delivery. He then says that he left his wife...
I can't believe he would spread such dangerous conspiracy theories like this.
Another white nationalist.
He's obviously been watching Alex Jones.
I do love the idea that this is the face of white nationalism right here. But this guy, he left his wife behind in Sudan because he just, I don't know, hates her.
Nice fella.
Yeah. Then went to Libya, where they're selling black people as slaves because he thought that would be a better life. Not sure.
Which end of the transaction was he on?
He was on the getting out of there scene, so maybe he was doing a bit of slavery. I don't know.
Right, so he was in the Hillary Clinton exchange program.
Yep, and he boarded a migrant boat to Malta, in which he would then claim asylum in Malta, I presume, or be moved to Germany, because the Germans just love that. He said after working there illegally for 3 years, he then flew to Milan from Malta on an Italian passport. Because he is an Italian.
Why did an international man of mystery?
He is an Italian man, just like you and me, which is why he brought that passport on the black market.
I think this man might have a zip on the back of his neck. He's wearing a disguise. This is a super
It's
spy.
not real.
This isn't a real man. He's not. He's a super spy working for MI6. Clearly.
After arriving in Italy, he was so enamored by the culture, he immediately left, and he went to Paris on a train.
That's where a
Okay.
lot of them end up. So
That's a bad mistake in general. He posts these photos on Instagram, such as this one here, as you can see, of him by the Eiffel Tower having a jolly good time.
Right, so average asylum seeker going on holiday all throughout Europe with a phone.
So wasn't in trouble,
Mhm.
left to a country that made him in trouble, Libya, and then left to, forgot the country now, Malta,
Malta,
where
yeah.
he wasn't in trouble, then went to Italy, where he wasn't in trouble, then went to Paris, where he wasn't in trouble, and then immediately became asylum seeker again. And he crossed the channel into England, of course. It was truly terrible. He went from Calais, where he boarded a small boat with a bunch of Kurds. Okay, also going for people
Wait, what
not in trouble.
was the danger that he was escaping from Paris, the rat infestation of the city, or was it the bed bugs?
It was the bed bugs. The boogs were coming.
It was the overflowing public urinals facing the river.
Yeah.
Paris really is just dirty. Just sincerely. Anyway, but he says channel migrants like him are actually living in, of course, taxpayer-funded hotels, but they're earning £1,500 per month working legally, which, of course, is not only illegal, it's really good business because you don't pay taxes, so you get to keep that money. But then remember, you have zero outgoings, you have zero rent to pay, zero heating bills to pay, zero Wi-Fi bills to pay, zero phone bills. You don't even have to pay for your damn haircuts. Never mind dental, that's free as well. So dude's actually doing better than most people.
We're a joke of a country for facilitating this. Like the domestic population who have nowhere else to go and now just tax cattle for international tourists. There's nothing I can say that isn't just rage at the fact that this person is here. Why are you in my country?
I will say, remember to cook your own meals and don't order Deliveroo
Yes.
or Just Eat or any of those because they are employing illegal migrants, such as this fine chappie, to deliver it for you. So you're actively incentivizing it if you're ordering from them.
Sincerely, I do actually boycott them just because even before I found out that it was all illegals, obviously taking the piss out of the country, the bigger problem for me was just, you remember the old delivery boy who would drive a car or go on a moped, and now they all have to go on bikes in the cold? Just in general, I kind of hate it, which obviously the reality of that.
That's right. Callum's a humanitarian.
Workers' rights, you know. But the point here, that obviously the reason workers' rights were eroded to the point that the delivery boy can just be some guy on a bike is because, well, these guys have no standards. They've literally got nothing else to do. And, get tax-free payments. But anyway, that's the Contrat Social for Omar. We go on to more of the social contract. We see here Somalis, who have come to tell us about why they take up so much of the government housing stock in the UK.
And answer the question why so many of them who are claiming asylum then go back to Somalia.
I'm glad I was looking for the answer. Let's check it out.
You guys, I don't go in also Dick 10. Like, they in our business. I don't like that. Why do Somalis claim asylum in the UK then return to Somalia on holiday? They asking too many questions. I'm not feeling that. You guys, I don't go in.
What?
Just you're asking too many questions.
Was that English?
Yes.
Why was she speaking in a strange, malformed American accent?
Oh, she's from London.
Oh, that makes it makes so much more sense now.
It's a terrible shame, I know. But literally, yes, we do claim asylum in your country, this lady here is saying, and then go on holiday back to the place we are
And this is
fleeing
from
from.
an Instagram account called Somali Stories.
Yes. The thing is, they all know they're taking the piss out of us. That's the thing. It really is a white people problem. And when I say that, I mean the white English leftists who are sitting there telling you that everyone in the world is literally fleeing, I don't know, getting their balls cut off or something. No, they literally know the West is a joke and we'll just give them free money.
Well, the caption there for our audio listeners is asking too many questions that don't concern them, laughing face.
I mean, it does.
Yes.
It concerns me because it's my money, you parasites.
And my community that you're destroying.
No, boys. This is the social contract. This is what you buy into.
I don't remember signing a
It's-
damn thing.
Carl's
Explicitly do.
Carl's got a copy in the other room. I need to thumb through it because I don't remember this part that Rousseau laid out. But then again, it's quite a dense text. So.
People from Bamalia to get free houses.
Oh my god, he was such a forward thinker.
Yeah. Well, it moves on, the social contract, because of course we have this, which has now been deleted from Newham Police because it's too funny. This is Newham Police decided to put out some more information about the social contract, which is that they have delivered their faith officer, PC Faruqi, and he is explaining to students at Azhar Academy what a hate crime is and what they're doing to tackle racially and religiously motivated offenses.
Right.
This is the audience.
Oh my
The
god.
audience.
A
Oh,
hate
look, it's
crime, remember girls, a hate crime is anything that you find offensive and we will arrest white people for you, is what I imagine this this went down.
Well, it's nice of the police to visit the local ninja school. I can't wait for them to stop arresting Christians for praying silently in their head. I'm sure that's going to happen someday soon.
I don't think we need to say much about this, do we?
No.
The faith officer, Mr. Faruqi, is explaining in front of a bunch of letterboxes how he's oppressing
This really is.
It shouldn't be here. I just want to hammer it home. It should not be here.
Contrat Social.
You know that what's it called? That Stone Toss meme of him leaning back and going, Paris, as all of the as the entire Islamic world is around him. Yeah, that's this.
I mean, maybe it's a bad photo. Maybe that was just, the segregated part.
No, those.
There's the full photo.
Must have been a chilly day.
There's the teacher over there.
Oh,
wow.
He's obviously barely visible.
We just shouldn't have religious satellite states in the country where it doesn't belong. I suppose that makes me far right.
We need Azhar Academy. I did actually check out their website, and you can yourselves if you want to check out more about Azhar Academy in Nyon. And I didn't have time to chop it up, but I was listening to their YouTube channel because the Academy has a YouTube channel. And what it consists of is a guy, presumably the imam, ranting about whatever he feels like. And I was listening to a bit of it. They're all like an hour long where he sits in front of the whole school, presumably ranting. And he's literally ranting about Israel-Palestine and talking about how the Jews need to pay for their crimes. And it's just like, London things. Just London things. I love the social contract. I love that I apparently agreed to this. Somehow.
Did you see that one of the Palestine protest organizer groups was being addressed by an imam? And it was like an outtake from Four Lions of where he was saying that some of the people you're marching with are men who take it in the behind from other men. You're locking hands with kafar. Is that halal? You're also intermixing with women. Is that halal? It doesn't matter about the role of the protests. Is Allah going to look down from his throne and condone this? And it's like, I'm so glad this is a conversation that's happening in my country.
Do you know what I think? People, they would be able to a mark of assimilation. Had these people actually assimilated, they could still get up and rant, but what would they be ranting about? I'm imagining it, and I'm just imagining. I'm imagining him getting up and going, 50p for Fredo! Absolutely ridiculous! Back in day, there used to be 10p! Country going to dogs!
I was like, but just preach, brother. It's just saying good things. But no, instead he's just like, man, foreign land, foreign land. I'm like, I don't care. But this, of course, is an old meme, as you can see from Drutker. He's made this in the past. This is the British social contract, which is that Nick goes to work. His money then goes to Kareem. Kareem then sends it via the Western Union. Or in this case, we actually have Hamza Yusuf instead of Kareem, who sends it via Western Union too.
Well, no. Hamza Yusuf is still giving it to Kareem. He's just like, we've missed him out as the middleman.
Yeah, but instead, not only does he send it to these various African nations, he also sends it to the United States, another impoverished nation. And then all the other side stuff, of course, Right Move being sent off to Lyndon and
Simon and Linda
to P&O Cruises, etc., etc. The thing is really true. And that's, we could also just check out the Social Contract Tourism Edition, shall we? Because, of course, because we've all agreed, we all signed on the dotted line somewhere, I'm sure. When we go on holiday...
I think it's when you come out of the womb.
Yeah.
They hand you a little pen.
They write in the blood from your umbilical cord.
Yeah.
Well, when Nick here is sick of giving all of his money to Kareem and Simon and Linda and UK Aid, well, they might have saved up enough to go on holiday. He might want to visit Paris, just like that chap from earlier, that man of mystery. Maybe Nick feels like he should be the man of mystery for once. Well, don't do it. Because as you can see here, a German tourist knifed to death in front of his wife in Paris by an Iranian Islamist who also stabbed a Brit in the eye while screaming Allahu Akbar.
Was this the attack the other day?
Yes.
Great.
Which has nothing to do with anything. Complete social economic factors, I am sure. There we are. After Nick's been stabbed, he might go home and think maybe the social contract thing's a bit of a piss take, frankly. I mean, of all the problems we have, of course, there are economic reforms. Sure, there are some social reforms that are needed in the UK, everything else. But the fundamental viewpoint of people, which is, what if we just steal money from the population and give it to foreigners because I'm too lazy to call it out? And that is really the conspiracy that has a gridlock over our country. That needs to die. And, there is a way forward, seemingly, from, of all people, the French. They've come to tell us that the social contract is bollocks. It is something we should not follow anymore, boys. As you can see here from Le Monde, and then I'm going to stop doing the crap accent. We have them reporting the news, which is that the French don't care about le contrat social. They've come here to tell us that France carries out an expulsion by overriding the European Court of Human Rights decision for the first time ever. They literally heard the European Court of Human Rights say, come on now, this man is I don't know, they're French as well. He's a poor man, you must give him all your money. And the French government went, I don't care. Literally, who are you? Some foreign body that's not part of the government. Don't give a toss. And deported him.
We've learned that we can just say no
Yeah.
to the ECHR.
I do love this when this happens, like with San Francisco, when she was visiting, all of a sudden, you could fix everything, it turned out. And then now, for example, the French have decided after that attack yesterday, European Court of Human Rights, the United Nations, international law, what are these things? We made them up. So we could just make them away as well. If they're made by man, we can just get rid of them by man. Because they're literally not relevant. It's literally just a bunch of weirdos in the past decided that, hey, we should put ourselves in straitjackets as a country, so we have to give everything to Kareem. And then people in the future who have to give their money to Kareem can just go no. Well, here's the story. The European Court of Human Rights has prohibited the expulsion of a Uzbek due to the risk of torture he would face if he returned to his beloved country of Uzbekistan. But the government, the French government, just ignored everything the European Court of Human Rights said and deported him immediately under suspicion of Islamist radicalization.
Right, so I'm suddenly pro-torture that he's going to face when he goes to Uzbekistan, then.
Yeah, so the French government.
Yeah,
They
good.
were like, les torture, go, enjoy.
Well, it makes a change from them just deporting them all to England.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks, France. You could just send them back. So on November the 14th, the Internal Security Ministry, they decided to expel the 39-year-old Uzbek, Mr. A. He doesn't have a name.
Another international man of mystery.
Yeah. Even though the decision from the European Court of Human Rights was to prohibit the French government from doing so, and then the French government realized that the European Court of Human Rights is a bunch of weird people who took law as their degree, and that's all they've got. They don't have any guns. They don't have any knives. They don't even have a law on their side. They're literally just some guys.
They finally realized the 3-year-old's mode of inquiry of just going, why? Why?
The door is unlocked.
Socratic autism.
I could leave.
Yes.
Anyway, France has already been condemned twice in 2018 for having expelled foreigners in a few hours. God, what a dream. Without allowing them to take the matter to court. That is kind of funny. I'll be honest.
It's almost like if you have intruders in your own home, you can just kick them out without having to take them to court first.
But le Contrat Social, you must give this man 30,000 euros to defend himself in your own court.
Make me.
Yeah, no. I'm just going to put him on a plane, mate.
Man was born free, but everywhere Africans are battery farmed.
Yeah. But this is the first time that France has carried out an expulsion in complete disregard of a court decision prohibiting it. Well, that court is not a real one. It's fake. I mean, what did Dominic Cummings call it? The Court of Pedos or something? The other day?
I don't know if he called it that.
Yeah, he called it the Court of Pedo Rights.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
Well,
That's not our opinion. That's Dominic Cummings' opinion.
Yeah, he thinks that for some reason they defend pedos. So back to the Uzbek. Anyway, the Uzbek was being defended by them. And he was put on a plane back to Tashkent, which apparently, according to his lawyer, upon arrival, he was immediately arrested by Tashkent. And then they took him, shaved him, placed him in a detention facility, which is an 8-square-meter cell with 21 fellow prisoners inside that cell with him, where he is later to be judged. Because the Uzbek government agree with the French government that, terrorist scum. We don't care about the Contrat Social. Uzbekistan. What are you going to do? Well, nothing. And the cherry on top of all this is in France, Mr. A, they say, had not committed any crime. Except breaking into the country illegally, obviously. But there we are. That is actually how you solve the problem of the Contrat Social, which is you don't give all your money to Kareem. Instead, you literally just stop being weak, like the French ministry here, and literally just say, no, you're nicked, and then deport. If you appreciated that episode from the podcast of the Lotus Eaters, you can go to lotuseaters.com to get access to all the premium content that's on the site, such as the Contemplation series, this episode on a debate about whether society is going to collapse. If you'd like to find out what else is being put out, you can follow on Twitter at lotuseaters_com on Twitter. Thank you and goodbye.